Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Atia. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading based on what energy is present within the Ascended Masters that choose to work with you at this time. So very shortly I'll flash up the piles it is that you can choose from. If you need to, please feel free to pause the video and meditate on which pile it is that you're being most drawn towards. If you have something like a pendulum, you could even use your pendulum and ask your guides if there's a pile in here that will resonate with you and which one that will be best for you at this time. Now, just a small disclaimer, this reading is not for everybody. I set the intentions to bring through the masters that are needed for the collective, that need these messages. So if you find that the pile that you choose doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It might just not be for you at this time, and really that's kind of a good thing. It means that you guys are in alignment with yourself, which is what we want, and what we need. So for those of you who have been wondering who is working with you, I hope that these messages come a positive purpose and put things into a little bit of a better perspective. It's a very transformative time for the collective, and I mean the world collective. So that has been the main focal point of pretty much all the piles. So if you guys are looking to create positive changes, looking to see who it is that you can connect with that will help you, this is going to be the reading for you. With all that being said, I'll see you soon. Timestamps are in the description below. Hello pile number one, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So we're going to go ahead and tap into the Ascended Master that wishes to work with the collective energy of those who have chosen pile number one. I'm just aligning to your guys' energy, so I'm just going to set some intentions, because I see here that if you see me staring off into the distance, just a disclaimer, I'm mirror scrying and just tapping into the energies. So I'm saying here, guys, that you guys might have been experiencing some sorts of energetic blocks, and I feel like it's been affecting your manifestation abilities. So if you guys have been trying to work with the law of attraction, work with manifestation, energy alchemy, and it's you feel like it's not working, or you've been trying to connect with your guides, the angels, the Ascended Masters, yourselves, it's because there's a trine that needs to be taking place. So the trine can also be identified as vibration, matter, and frequency in the law of physics. It can also be understood as the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It can also be understood within yourself as the mind, body, and soul. So right now, that is the block here. You're learning, you know already the mind, the body, and your energy. You know this already, but where the block is formatting is learning how to bring these three brains together to work as one. And that's where the energy block is. And I feel like the master that was wanting to come through here, I'm being shown the Norse protection symbol. I'm being shown a pink aura. So the Ascended Master that wishes to work with you that I'm seeing present itself is the goddess Lady Freya. The way she is presenting herself, so I hear that there's a lot of things that is written about her that you guys can find documented in what we call our own history, is what I just heard. But the way she wants to present herself today is someone who comes to help you with realignment. But she is someone who is a patron of civil enlightenment, which is full understanding of self and how self works with the collective, and how the collective works with self. She was known for her leadership, her being a mother and a nurturer. She was also a master of war strategy, but she actually did this out of protection. She never actually partook actively or willingly in the acts of war. a lot of people would say that she is associated to love, but no, it's nurture and compassion. She felt it for everybody, and she had a strong connection or understanding of forgiveness. I know that might sound a little bit like me to some people, but it's actually a very heavy wisdom. And to master the wisdom of forgiveness, you go through a lot of harsh betrayals, harsh and heavy responsibilities. And I feel like this is something that you guys might resonate with personally, either within your personal life or within your purpose or your career. It's like you guys have gone through really heavy cycles of learning, heavy burdens, and this is why she chooses to work with you. She also wishes to present herself as a fertility goddess, but also she comes to preserve your energy, protecting the goodness within you, helping to kind of highlight that within you so you don't lose focus after all the darkness that you've seen and gone through and faced. The thing that you don't understand that she highlights for you and helps you to recognize and become enlightened to is that you are the light in your situations. You are the guidance in your situations. And this is why you've gone through so much to develop such deep wisdom. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and take a look into why it is that she chooses to work with you guys. All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles. So the reason why she chooses to work with you is to help provide you with guidance, stability. It also is an energy that helps to promote equal exchanges. This energy knows how much you have kind of been robbed. I want to say that quite literally, robbed of what you deserve. And I am so sorry for that. But I think what this goddess helps you to do is recognize how it is that you have also robbed yourself, where it is that you block yourself off and are still resistant to the goodness that you do deserve. I think subconsciously in the past you have been mistreated so much that you might have kind of lowered your personal standards for what it is that you would be open to receive. Does that make sense? So you guys have become accustomed to a certain type of energy that just kept recycling through certain types of people. And this goddess helps you to recognize the patterns that need to be chopped out, is what I just heard, chopped out. She showed me a pink rose blossoming or opening. So this is telling me that she's helping you to nurture yourself into the blooming of your own true authenticity or beauty. She wants to help you to step into your own mastery. With the Six of Pentacles being here, this also talks about alignment, getting rid of blocks, because the angel energy that's on this card is what is it? I can't say it, so I'm gonna try and show you. I'll write it in the comment section below of the timestamp. I can't say it and I don't want to butcher the vibration just in case. So yeah, this is telling me that the reason why Lady Freya chooses to work with you is because you guys walk similar paths. You have similar skill sets and talents, and she is very much attracted to the purity of your heart, the innocence of yourself. She wishes to preserve and protect this within you because it is pure and it is rare. Please don't ever underestimate how your intention, even though it's not seen on display by the people around you, it's felt by those who matter. That's what she's saying. All right. Let's take a look into what it is that she wishes to highlight for you in this reading. Manifestation. And we also have divine consciousness. Yeah, you guys have wanted to be connecting to your guides, your guardians, the ascended masters, the angels, source. And I feel like you guys are going to be tapping into your psychic abilities more. The amazing thing about Lady Freya, from what she's telling me, she was also clairvoyant, mastering clairvoyance. So she had the ability to tap into future events, trends, situations, and also she had the ability to see into the future consequences and strong points, strongholds for collectives or the people that she held close to her and that chose to be with her too. So what she's saying here is that what you are hoping for is going to happen, but the reason why all these heavy focuses keep coming up is so that you can recognize where it is that you've been selling yourself short, so that you can help to deliver yourself away from an alignment and a pattern of receiving things. What I'm hearing here is what standards needs to be evolved. And what does that mean, please? What's the... We have chased. What are you running away from? Yeah, what I heard was, what standards are you not settling with that you don't actually deserve? How is it that you can raise your standard? I saw a quote a long time ago that stuck with me, and it said, the reason why my standards are high is because I can give what I also require, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think this is where you guys are being helped to move. This is the energy that Lady Freya is working to help you to embody, and this is why she chooses to work with you, because there is a sympathy here from this energy. So you're going to go through a death and transformation process, and Lady Freya is going to be working to protect you in the astral realm and the energies around you. The way you'll experience her is she will inspire your creativity, but the type of creativity that she's going to inspire within you is original creativity. So it's going to come from your individuality, through you realizing yourself from observation of your past experiences that are kind of bringing up emotions within you. I think you're going to find inspiration in your own story, and this is what she's asking, that you learn to trust the path it is that you've already been on, because it's holding the solutions for you. You are your solution when it comes to kind of stepping into the life it is that you're wishing to live, all the versions of self you're wanting to embody. Does that make sense? Because with trust and manifestation here, that's what it's talking about. But first of all, we need to identify with what it is that we're running from, what truths we're already resistant to that would actually help serve us in greater ways to create better formation or change. Okay, so what is your advice, please, Lady Freya, for those who have come to choose pile number 1, moving forward to create the best possible outcome? Take independent action and step into your own leadership ability by knowing yourself, your truest principles, your truest morals, your truest values and virtues. Embody these things because they're going to help you to take, once again, independent action towards creating what it is that you have been hoping for. Now, I see this is going to be a big culture shock for people around you, pile number 1, and this is what Freya is telling me, Lady Freya. She's telling me that the culture shock is going to be in seeing you evolve how it is that you use the relationship you share with yourself to create better results. There is some sort of situation here where you're being called to annihilate negative sources in your life. Annihilation of negative sources also includes self and ways of thinking, behaving, how we excuse ourselves or how we take accountability, what it is that we're resistant to, and the truths that we are seeking that might not actually be truths that we need at this time. So you're kind of working through yourself, weeding out what's not working, to then also recreate that reflection in the world around you. And I see here, once you get rid of the sources around you that threatens your progress, you're going to move into the phase of transformation so that you can step into going or gaining a perspective of how it is that you can use your true authenticity and your skill sets and your talents to then expand and move forward and create the best possible outcomes. You're learning about your own leadership abilities here, the true strength that is that you hold. And with the Panther being here, this is saying you might feel alone, but that's the point. When you are alone, this is when you learn the truth of yourself. Not always, but this is where we have our most powerful revelations, when we are with ourselves. So it's very important that right now you stay self-reflective and you observe yourself and your world and your desires. Okay. What energy should they embody, please, Freya? What energy should they embody moving forward? Your intuition, trust in yourself. That is why you're alone. You're not actually alone, because you actually are surrounded by very high vibrations right now, especially with the Lady Freya being here and her first of all showing the symbol of protection. This is saying that she is protecting you from negative forces outside of you. There's nothing for you to worry about apart from discovering the truth of yourself. This is where you're going to master how it is that energy is now working with your intuition. The thing about your intuition, the more you advance yourself, the more advanced your intuition becomes, and that is why you feel like you're moving up in levels or being drip-fed lessons or mastery. Because you evolve, so does your talents, your skills, so does your intuition and connection to energy advance. And it's you learning how to comprehend that now, which is why you become alone, or Spirit will move you into a place where you can be alone and rest, so that you can rediscover self and how it is that energy is working with you best. You haven't been cut off, and please don't think, if you're a medium and you're working on developing your mediumship, don't think that all mediums work the same way. You must discover this for yourself. Some mediums, medium clairvoyance, so they see things. Some mediums are medium clair-audience, so they hear things. A clear conduit, intuitive. This is a being who is able to use all of their senses and utilize all of their senses to understand how it is that energy is communicating, working, or is present. So that can come through the clairsentience, clear feeling, claircognizance, clear understanding, which is channeling, audience and voyance, sight and listening or hearing. So yeah, that's why you are alone, so that you can't become distracted. This energy and this goddess is working with you to understand how it is you can become more open to receiving in all areas of your life. So the goodness it is that you foretell about the future pile number 1 is moving into, please, Lady Freya. Compassion, 99, and we have healing. Yeah, you're falling into self-appreciation and also attracting in people who are going to be better for you, that will create better harmony and better support for you moving into the future. This is you healing inner child, in a relationship with self, improving relationship with others outside of you, learning the balance of how it is that you can use your spirituality in your every single day life also, and you coming to the completion of karmic cycles, and feeling like you've gone through a full cycle and a full understanding to gain full enlightenment of a certain phase of life that could have been ever present since you were a child. For some of you, very few, but for others of you, very long cycles of patterns that you are coming to the completion of and full enlightenment of, that will help to advance you into the next stages of your life, where you're going to see yourself stepping more into your own leadership abilities, understanding your resources and your skill sets more, seeing the beauty it is that you are, that you have risen yourself through. So seeing how it is that the past has aided you and not worked against you. You feeling like you're being alone, but feeling empowered while being and standing alone in your own individuality and your own authenticity and in your own self-expression. This is the true protection that Lady Freya is working to help you to embody, understanding that your power comes from you being yourself. So those are the messages that I have for you today, pile number 1. That was not really how I expected this message to come through, but I thank the Goddess for joining and for working with you. So if you are open to, the way that you can welcome Freya is learn more about her yourself and discern what is true. You will know the more you improve the relationship it is that you share with yourself, because that's what she is and that's how she works with you. She reflects your self-preservance, your civil enlightenment, which is how it is that you can best work with the world around you and how it is that the world is working with you. She'll also reflect your leadership abilities, parenthood or motherhood, or being able to nurture what it is that you desire into creation. She also helps you to master your clairvoyance, or help you to see consequences that will come from your present time choices, or directions it is that you can move in that will bring you good outcomes. This is how your intuition is working with Lady Freya. So I hope that makes sense, and if you guys have any questions, I'm totally open to answering them in the comment section below. So I hope this has come a positive service, guys, and with all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. Thank you guys so much for being here today. So I've already aligned to your guys' energy, and the Ascended Master that came through for you guys was John the Beloved, also known, or more formally known as John the Apostle. So I've been learning quite a bit. I've been in meditation for about 5-10 minutes now with John, because I wanted to make sure that I was bringing through his messages accurately for you guys. Now, he is a master of the heart chakra, and the energy that he was presenting to me was the color green and gold. Now, how can I put this? He was known as a scribe, a prophet, and also the youngest of the apostles, I believe. The thing that he had mastery in was observation of transformation within the collective. He was very good at assisting the time period that wanted to start to record history and saw value in recording things. So he was a scribe, and he had mastery over the Holy Trinity. I also saw the white aura, and if you see me looking off anywhere from like there to about here, I'm just looking in my mirror, which is in front of me, trying to scribe. Now he's showing me a chalice with a serpent snake, which is something that he is quite known for as well. This is knowledge that he offers people. That is the symbology of the chalice and the snake. The snake is the serpent represents mastery of knowledge that is secret, that can be used in harmful ways and also very healing and powerful ways, which is why he was seen as holy, because he could do both if he wanted to, but he was devoted to the highest good. So he was around during a time where he was witness to a very transformative movement within humankind or the collective. He also tried to scribe the virtues and morals of Christ consciousness, which was his true mastery. Christ consciousness was the ability to channel the principality of, we would call it love, but it's more like compassion. So he also observed social trends, and I feel like he looked towards the purposes of how it is that the present time, at his time, the people in power kind of manipulated influences within social trends or like social movements, how they would use fear to kind of manipulate agendas. And I think you guys have a keen eye for this as well. You guys might be very attracted to things like conspiracy theories, revelations of truth. I just heard Exodus. I don't know, maybe you guys are also Christian or Catholic, or you have a special relationship with Christ, Christ consciousness beings, or the Bible. I think you guys also might have an attraction to mythology, history. You guys might be writers yourselves, or have a strong devotion to your own spiritual practice and understanding or special relationship that you share with Source or the universe yourself. You guys hold very esoteric knowledge, and I think you guys have, old souls, you guys have evolved into teachers into this lifetime, I believe here. You are trendsetters, not trend followers, part number 2, and that's what the energy here is telling me. Now, the reason why John actually comes to you, and because I intuitively was shown the Star card in Tarot, and the relevance of that is rejuvenation, renewal, miraculous forms of healing, and also the realization of dreams, truth. Wishes being granted. Do you know what I'm saying? For those of you who have public platforms, this is talking about he helps you to expand your network or your reach to people outside of you, the world. He helps you to, oh, I just heard exonerated. What does that mean? What does that mean? Exonerated? He helps you to recorrect errors or mistakes that you might make and recorrect pathways before they turn shitty. And I mean shitty. Especially if you are a public figure. This Ascended Master comes through and intuitively pulls you up where you hear your conscience. You hear your conscience and you feel guilt. He kind of like, hey you, this is what you're going to feel later if it's not recorrected now. And later, if it's not corrected now, you're going to feel it heavier. He helps you to clear your karmic slate. We can understand it in this way. So he helps you to understand consequences and outcomes, and helps you to manifest what it is that you truly are wanting, or the direction you truly want to go down. So I saw an eagle totem here, and a cauldron. Eagle totem and cauldron. Okay. So I saw, he used to get intuitive downloads because I think he might have partaken in alchemy, or he was a witness to alchemy from other cultures, and he recorded this down in history. But he might have, when he was alive, he might have actually been more devoted to exposing the truth through the language he had at the time. And I think you guys are, the communication card 33, yeah, you guys do the same thing. You point out certain truths and expose hidden things, and whether you know this or not, you kind of bring about justice. Like, your energetic being in the astral promotes justice because you are so totally like true to your own virtues and your own principles within yourself, which actually strengthens the relationship that you share with your conscience very well, which enlightens you to consequence, outcome, cause, and effect. So you might also be a mastery of this universal immutable law, for those of you who understand what I'm saying, quantum physics especially. For those of you who don't understand, John the Apostle comes to you because of the truth it is that you should be sharing. The truth it is that you feel, the truth it is that you see, the truth it is that you know need to be highlighted and have more awareness created around. Why do you come to choose pile number 2, please, John the Apostle? You have a powerful voice, pile number 2. I would say you guys are very, very clairaudience, which also gives you the ability to channel or self-express yourself through and in mediumship. So what that really means is that you have the ability to talk through the truth of your heart, because you are true to yourself, which makes your voice amplify in power, because you're intentional with what it is that you say, and you're very direct with what it is that you mean, and you correct yourself when you have not reflected yourself truthfully, and you learn to evolve and grow and kind of better your ways of communicating with people outside of you. I think a lot of people actually trust you, And what John the Apostle is saying right now, from what I hear here, is that you have the ability to target important situations and important concerns that other people kind of overlook, don't want to acknowledge, are resistant to, are ignorant to, or just don't have the capacity to understand. And you're being called to talk more about these truths it is that you do know, because it's guided. It's guided, is what I just heard. It's guided. All right. Yeah, you have mysteries you guys need to be revealing, High Priestess. There's truths that is that aren't sitting right with you, or there is truths that is that you have discovered, and you need to talk about it more, please. When and wherever it is that you feel guided to speak, don't hold yourself back and allow yourself to guide yourself gracefully with the truth. Okay, that is why he's with you, because he knows you have a developed eye. And he also understands that you have the ability to express yourself well, because you have the capacity to understand how words hit different sorts of people, alignments, what sort of impact it creates. And you also see the higher aspect of what the effect of what words have, and the lower aspect over the effect of what words have. The power of voice is the power to translate spirit. And to my people, or at least my native roots, they say that language is our strength, and it is an ornament of grace that holds great power. And if we can master our ability to speak, we master our ability to bridge energy. And that's what John, or the energy, is promoting. He also shows me a white halo, which is your intention, your clear connection to your higher goodness, or your highest potential of goodness. And he's saying he helps you to encourage this, and helps you to channel through information that helps to improve the vision other people hold of Christ consciousness, their higher self, their highest good, the goodness that they can bring, and service that they bring. So with Eagle Totem here, you have the ability to connect to the divine through the truth and purity of your heart and innocence. You guys are natural medium channels. You guys have a higher connection to Christ consciousness, for those of you who are disciplined in your mediumship. And I think you know this already. For others of you, you guys just do the best it is that you can, and you do this religiously, and that is Christ consciousness. Moving through compassion, moving through your goodness, moving through the truth of your heart. And this is why he chooses you. Okay, so what is it that you would like to highlight as important for this reading, please, John? For those who have come to view pile number 2. Compassion. What John is highlighting is that he comes to help you to learn the true depth and wisdom and power of compassion. The reason why they used the character Jesus in the Bible was to kind of personify and embody the true effect and wisdom and power of what mastery over compassion looks like. And in the Bible, it also shows you the consequence of what comes as a natural effect to you embodying and working on mastering compassion. It shows you the love, but it also shows you the rejection. It shows you the betrayal, but it also shows you the healing and the pathway to something different, where it looks like there is no hope. And you give this to people. You give people hope. You give people new direction. You give people new perspective. And this is why he chooses you and wants to work with you at this time, so that you can master this and also give this back to yourself. And you'll find when you are in a healthy relationship with giving yourself the compassion it is that you need, you become very, very powerful in your own healing abilities. So powerful that all you need to do is speak. And he wants you to know that. Why is this important? Your compassion is going to change the course of your life forever. And the realizations and the wisdom it is that he brings you, that you will learn, will change the course of your life forever. And it will move you into a space more so focused on the protection of your craft, the protection of what you believe in, the protection of what you love, and what it is that you want for yourself. Why are you highlighting this? Just so I know. Because there's been unexpected changes already. Okay. There's been a lot of unexpected changes for you guys already in a situation that has been pressing most heavily on your mind. And what he is advising that you embody at this time is bear totem and dragonfly. Move with the cycles and flow of life at this time, because it's pushing you into a better position than what you might imagine for yourself. What the bear totem is advising that you do is protect yourself with what you know love is. Only allow love in, and only send out love to those deserving. This will help you to move into a cycle where you're able to manifest and make the best out of what it is that you find yourself in. Yeah, this is going to take self-discipline. It's what you're putting out. Pile number 2, what you're putting out is a detriment to you, and you're going to, or at least in the past, had been a detriment to you. And with John here, he helps to put into perspective your own patterns, your own self-sabotage. He also says that he has helped you, or will be helping you if you experience these things. He's going to help you to work through things like jealousy, melancholy, imprints of disrespect, either that you have reflected onto others or that you have felt by others. Regret, disappointment, boredom, stagnation. And he's just going to help you with, if you've had like a total lack of stimulation, he's going to be helping you with this as well. But it's going to take great discipline to help you to move into a new cycle of your own life. You've got to become the change to see it outside of you. And I think you already know this, and you've been stepping into this really well with the rebirth coming out here. I felt this before I pulled it. So yeah, you guys are moving into the cycle really well. And I think the reason why he's telling us this now is to help you to recognize how present it is that he has been with you throughout this transformation. He's going to help you to preserve your past by helping you to see the good that has come out of it. And that's the energy he wishes you to embody, because that is what is going to be most helpful for you. So what it is that John advises you focus most on at this time to help you to create the best possible outcome is embracing the new beginnings that are being made available to you. This is going to help you to improve your overall health and well-being, which is spirituality in itself. With 7 and 1 being here, that reduces down to 8, and 8 is all about transformation. With 1 being here in new beginnings, transformation of self. Then we have physical activity with the number 67 here. You taking this new path is going to improve everything, and I think you already know this. You being true to the world around you, exposing the truths, you speaking what you know is right, and you speaking what you know you've learned is going to help to reinforce the greatest beginnings, especially in relationships. Oh, what card's behind it? Yeah, especially in relationships and things it is that you kind of want for yourself. Relationships are going to change. If you've left behind a relationship, it was toxic. You were already very long overdue for change. And this could be in relationships as in friendships, relationships as in romantic, or situationships that you have been holding on to for too long. Even past people that have already moved on in this world, but spiritually you've been hanging on. It's time to let go. And I think you know this. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Nurturing oneself to overcome how it is that the past has present effect. And John helps you to love yourself through these situations, heal yourself through these situations, and learn what it is that your needs are. You're becoming more intimate with yourself to understand what intimacy is outside of you, pile number 2. So, yeah, advice moving forward. Lizard. Learn about the different multi-dimensional versions of yourself. You are more than just a definition. You're more than just one way of being, and you have many more faces than you might be an awareness of. That's because there are versions of yourself that you've been neglecting due to other people telling you that those versions of yourself weren't worthy. This is what you're learning to love more of and embody with the help of John. And that is what he's asking that you do. Embody the self-realizations it is that you are going to have. And that is how you're going to know he's around, because he's going to make you very self-reflective. And this is going to be, for those of you who don't know how to meditate, this is your meditation. He's introducing you to a way that you meditate best. So once you understand what it is that you are receiving intuitively, or what it is that you are realizing about self, you will then be placed into a position where you will observe how it is that you are observing self, and that is going to install in your conscious mind how it is that you can further meditate moving forward. You will alter and adapt these things the more you advance yourself, until you find practices that are best suitable for you, modalities that are best work with you, even if you have to alter them. He helps you to do this also because he is an alchemist, energy alchemist. He helps you to understand equations of energy that will help you to create the best possible results it is that you seek. So your strategy will be enhanced, your perception will be enhanced, your desire to understand things deeply will also be highlighted for you. And this is going to help you to understand yourself more too. And I can't explain it more than that. Because this is a general reading, I can't make it more personal, so I apologize for that, but those are the messages I have for you. And as I looked down, I saw 2020, that is saying that new beginnings are coming towards you, and the potential of what can be great for you is limitless. You have the power to create what it is that you wish to, all based on how it is that you know and understand and embody yourself. So those are the messages I have for you today. I hope this has come a positive service. I thank John for joining us and for also choosing to work with you guys. That's awesome. I've never channeled this energy or this master before, so I thank you guys for being here too and allowing me to do that. But with all that being said, until next time, bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here today. So as you can see, I have a piece of paper here, because I have been channeling the master that is choosing to work with you guys at this time. I've never channeled this master before, so I've been learning small things along the way that he wanted to highlight as what it is that he mastered in. Now, I'm sure this isn't everything, because I can't know everything, but these were the things that came up as a highlight. So the master that has come to and chosen to work with you guys is, I hope I'm saying this correctly, but it's Master Laozi. He's a Taoist, ancient philosopher master. He was Chinese during his incarnation, and it was sometime before BC. I have no idea, but his philosophy carried out lifetimes, and the reason why it withstood the test of time is because there was deep truth within his philosophy, within his understanding, and with his relationship with nature. That is what he masters in. Now, what he promoted was the way of virtue, which he pronounced to me as Tao Te Ching. And a proverb that he promoted greatly was letting things make their own course, and yet understanding that everything comes to be accomplished. This was a proverb that he passed on to many, and because he understood the wisdom of stillness and of silence, or of the feminine energy, receptivity, and the internal existence of reality. He mastered the internal world through understanding the philosophy of the external. And he passed this on and taught the importance of simplicity, the perfection of the now, the present, and also he mastered in gratitude. He also said that he taught what it meant to cultivate inner stillness or silence, and to connect with the inner shadow, what we call it today, the inner shadow. what they called it then as the feminine. And he also helped people to understand their inner nature, to then harmonize with nature outside of them. He helped people to conceptualize the virtue of effortless action, and practice in humility, patience, acceptance, kindness, and compassion. And he taught the wisdom of these things also. The reason why he chooses you guys is because you guys have a similar understanding or passion and attraction toward philosophy, ancient practices, tradition, and also there's a deep acceptance within you. You guys give me temperance energy, which is all about balance, and it's all about harmonization, full understanding, at least in this energy relation. Now, the reason why he's chosen you guys, why do you choose those who have come to choose pile number 3? Because he sees you guys as a master of healing others through your intention. He also sees you as people who are in deep acceptance of what is. You understand that things outside of you cannot be controlled, and he wants to help you to align your energy to then embody your higher self, because he sees you as well deserving, and he sees that you only want to bring goodness to the world around you. With the dove totem being here in the background, that's what he's telling me. He's also saying that you are a variant of many sources. What does that mean? You're a star. Your energy that you channel through your heart comes and is displayed as a star. So to other people outside of you, within your energy, you look like the northern star that they record on things like Disney. You know, Peter Pan, and they say follow the northern star, and they have that like 4-pointed star. That's what your energy looks like, but it radiates out and it pulsates. When you are connected to the truth of your heart, this is what happens, and this is your ability to act through your stillness. When you are connected to and embodiment and in alignment with your higher self, you radiate energy it is that people need, or the world and nature around you needs. You work as a bridge very well, and he has chosen you because of your ability to do so. Your ability to want goodness and pure intention is a big attraction towards this master. You might also have connection to the understandings of things like Reiki, the chakra systems, energy points. Some of you also have a deep connection to Buddhism, I think, and you guys might already have an understanding of Taoism. You guys might actually work in this practice already, or have an attraction towards this tradition. That's what I'm going to call it here. Okay, so what is it that is relevant for those who have come to view pile number 2 at this time? Why is it that you wish to speak to them or highlight for them? Thank you, Master. Your personal power and your truth. Oh my goodness. Pile number 3. This is interesting to me. I've never channeled in this way. So what this master is saying is that the thing that's most important at this time that is being highlighted for you by this master is the truth of who it is that you are, your authenticity. You have been shown how it is that you've ripped away false personas, false conditioning, programming, blah, 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 who, blahs, blah, blahs, you know, all that kind of stuff that kind of burden your ability to be the truth of who it is that you are. You've rid yourself of people, places, environments, commitments, habits, and ego, pride. You've removed your pride in a way that no longer has such importance as what it does on most other people. And this is why this guy chooses to work with you. I just heard, pull a card, creativity and focus. So the reason why he's highlighting the truth of who it is that you are, your authenticity, which is your personal power, is because he's saying that you will find your mastery and your creativity through knowing yourself. There is a full enlightenment that is about to come to be for you. Yeah, and it's going to create a lot. It's coming from your personal growth through understanding who it is that you've evolved yourself into from who it is that you once were, because you have done a lot of self-evolution in this lifetime, and I know that already because I can see it. So I want to validate that for you. But I also see here that there is a need for you to take a risk on yourself to lead your life in the ways that you wish to create it. If a thing that you will come to understand in the very near future, probably over the next 2 weeks, is that when you are in your mastery pile, number 3, you are the one who directs everything intentionally. And in this tradition of mastery from this master that was left behind, this is learning to accept everything for what it is and understanding that only you have the power to control yourself. As long as you allow everything outside of you to let it make itself. If you can release and detach from controlling anything outside of you and come into full self-embrace, you will understand that you being what you need will naturally create and accomplish what it is that you want outside of you. You staying focused on what it is that you are working on long term, you will see everything such as failure, achievement as lessons before something that fulfills the pride, such as failure or achievement in itself. Does that make sense? You're not so focused on failure or achievement. You're focused on what actually is and that occurs naturally as a consequence of your choice that you control. And what this master is helping you to do is see how this nature flows through everything, this pattern, this archetype flows through everything. Why is that important? Why is that important for pile number 3, Master? The reason why it's important is because it's going to help you to step more deeply into your courage and into your bravery. This will help you to feel more empowered to speak the truth of who it is that you are and come to discover as well. You are seen as a what do we call it, light worker, light warrior. You are someone who comes to create great change or catalyze change and inspire change through realization. With the owl being here too, you also have a lot of wisdom gained through your own experiences, and we have nature coming out again, clarified by 6, 31 and 6. Okay, so with the nature card being here, this is talking about you remaining connected to the truth of who it is that you are. Perhaps you guys had disconnected from the truth of who it is that you were for a little bit of time because you got used to doing things to help fulfill other people's wants and needs, and you've been doing this so much that you lost sight of your own. You know what I'm saying? And you guide, or this guide and master is coming through to remind you that the reason why you feel disconnected to yourself and how it's grown into you feeling disconnected from others is because you overgave too much and you have been exhausting your resources. So he's helping you to see and realize the true value you hold and have just by being present, being there, being alive, and helping you to understand that you are enough. Being present, you are enough. And he wants you to have true gratitude of your presence, and that's what he's helping you to learn. Through understanding your own inner nature, he's helping you to learn how enough and more than enough you are and always have been. What would you like pile number 3 to focus on at this time? Abundance, number 88, and change. What this master wishes you to recognize and focus on is the changes that are going to come from what it is that you value. So what I mean by that is your appreciation for what it is that you do have is going to change and evolve. There are things that you've been overlooking that is like solid gold, what I just heard, that you don't see as solid gold just yet, but you will, because he's going to help to change your perception of it. By you aligning to the truth of yourself, you will see the true value of who it is that you are and why it is that you are here, you know. Okay, so what would you advise pile number 3 to focus on? Embodying, moving forward to create the best possible outcome. Protect the truth of yourself, protect what it is that you believe in, and intentionally express yourself wisely. Don't over explain yourself, because the people who need to hear you will seek you and your advice themselves. They will seek out your experiences and your own self-understanding and knowledge. So what this is saying is that you embrace your ability to express your truth, and also embrace yourself. Protect yourself by protecting the vision it is that you hold of yourself. There is a certain perspective that you have and hold over you that is kind of damaging the relationship you share and hold, or vision that you share and hold of yourself to yourself, which is why the swan is here, clarifying the nightingale and also the scorpion totem. The swan, if you can see, is a reflection of itself in the water. You're mean to yourself, pile number 3. Put it in simple terms, you're mean to yourself. In your stillness, you are not healed, not whole, because of the relationship or the outlook you hold on yourself. So what this is saying is that you gain perspective of how it is that you self-sabotage, where it is that you could treat yourself better, what habits that need to be changed that will help you to realign to the life it is that you do want. Because right now there are things that you have participated in that is kind of not ruining your chances of having what it is that you really want, but it's prolonging what it is that you really do want. So the best advice you can embrace is your inner beauty. That's what this master is saying, is to embrace your inner beauty and have compassion for yourself. Try and show yourself more kindness. And naturally, the more you improve the relationship with yourself, the more you rid yourself of any threat and negativity that might be manifesting outside of you, or might try to manifest over the next 30 to 60 days to 70 days in particular was what I just was shown. Now, I just saw the color red. So this master is going to be helping you to focus on your sense of belonging, your purpose, your sense of abundance, your sense of resource within yourself. This is going to help you to feel much more protected, much more safe, and much more happy to embrace all that is, because you'll see the true value in all that is, rather than all that could be, if that makes sense. Okay. Sorry, let me just clear these. These readings have gone very different to what I had originally expected them to go. I'm definitely channeling in a big different way than what I'm used to. Pile number 3. So I do hope this is actually worth the read, because I'm not sure, you know. Okay. And I think you guys are in a similar energy. You guys aren't sure of what it is that you guys are doing, and that's the purpose. You're supposed to be unsure because you're discovering, you're self-discovering through your own life as experience right now, you know. Additional messages, please. What is going to be manifesting for them as a result of working with you, Master? So we have working through your feelings, and we also have going wild. So clarify, work through your feelings, releasing control, and being humble with go wild. Okay, so with you working through your feelings and releasing control, what you can expect is you to feel more practical in your approach and more in self-control of how it is that your emotions move through you, which will then help you to take control of any impulses that you might have misunderstood through your feelings, which will help you to humble how it is that you flow in your energy. That is what this master is here to work with you on. Once you do become more balanced within your energy, pile number 3, you're going to see yourself stand out more, and you're going to find a more practical way of approaching what it is that you believe in and spreading the message or encouraging the wisdom it is that you hold in the world around you. And that's how you'll know you've completed the life lesson that this master has come to help you to learn. Because you will start to see yourself making solid progress. It will be slowly. It will be slow because we have a Taurus card being here. But the thing is, it's going to be secure. Your message will be secure. Your self-understanding, your presence, your purpose, the meaning it is that you put into things will be secure, will be enlightened, would be understood, and will be controlled in a way because you'll be aware of what it is that you're doing, which means you're intentional, which means there's only a certain amount of possibilities that can come as a result of your intentional choice. And yeah, you guys have created a lot of things that I think you've also worked to uncreate as a result. And I think you've been learning a lot about yourself while undoing what had been done. And it's enlightening you more, which is actually helping you. Yeah, it's helping you to follow your dreams. I thought so. It's helping you in the long run. Perhaps there was a time period where you saw things in a really low and heavy way. But with time and patience, you've learned how it is that you can change your perspective and use what it is that you know to help you. And to help to build more love in your life. And that's what this master has been helping you to do in the past, to step into your ability to create the best possible outcome for yourself by understanding yourself and understanding your own power of choice and contribution. Yeah, what he's helping you to do is enhance your understanding and comprehension of intuition to then build the best possible outcomes, bring balance where it needs to be brought, and bring resolution and reconciliation to self and others. It has taken a lot of effort, and I do acknowledge that for you guys, but it has strengthened your courage. It's strengthened your courage, your purpose, your sense of belonging, your vitality, your motives, your duty, your responsibilities. It's kind of like rebirthed you and your passions for where it is that you want to go in life. And if this is not something you're feeling yet, this is what the master is helping you to embody. So those are the messages that I have for you today, pile number 3. I hope this has come in positive service to you. And with all that being said, until next time. Hello, pile number 4, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here today. So I've gone ahead and already meditated to bring through the master that wished to connect with you. And the master that came through was Kuan Yin, goddess Kuan Yin. Now, she was a Chinese goddess who was well known in Buddhism and Taoism. She actually comes to you with a specific purpose of healing relationship trauma. The way she wants to present herself, from what she told me, was that she is a goddess who hears all prayers, especially the prayers that come from heartbreak. And she is very well revered or known for motherhood. She's very ferociously protective over the innocent hearts and pure hearts of those who have been hurt, which tells me, pile number 4, that you guys have been through a lot, and you guys need some time to be nurtured too. You guys need compassion and understanding too, and that's why she chooses to be here with you guys today. She presented herself as an ethereal protector and a deity of mercy, compassion, and preservance of feminine ideals. Now, this is going to work in one of 2 ways. So for those of you who recognize yourselves to be feminine, she is helping you to understand what it means to be receptive, what it means to receive, what it means to understand your own needs, and what it means to hold yourself in a discipline that only accepts certain things. For those who identify yourselves to be the masculine energy, Kuan Yin is saying that you're worthy of what you give. You don't need to overgive to be worthy of receiving genuinity, pile number 4. And this is what she's helping to kind of teach you or help you to open up to. And that's why she chooses to be here, because she wants to help you to recognize what it is that you really are worthy of, so that you can step into that truth and move away from all that does not align with that truth. So I'd say you guys have some energy vampires around you, or people who are undeserving of being in the position that they are in your life. Pile number 4. And this is why she has come to help you. She also says that you guys might be dreaming a lot more, or will dream a little bit more than what you are used to, which is why she's creating protection for you in the ethereal realm, because you guys might actually be experiencing out-of-body experiences. So if that is true to be the case, something that might help you, pile number 4, when you wake up and you feel like you've been astral projecting, or you wake up with mad headaches, or feeling like you haven't slept at all. When you start to wake up, before you open your eyes, rub your thighs. This will bring your conscious senses back to the present moment and bring your embodiment or grounding a lot quicker. And then when you do sit up, place both of your feet on the floor before you stand up out of bed. And just sit there for a moment and just affirm to yourself what it is that you wish to embody for the day. So say, if I was to wake up and I felt like I had been out of body, I would get used to my senses, rub my thighs, rub my hands together, and then stand up slowly. While I've got my feet on the floor on the edge of my bed, I'd say, today I'm going to be optimistic. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to treat everything as if it is perfect as it is and should be. And as I get up out of bed, I start to move into my day with that attitude and that mindset, because that is what I have commanded in my focus. This is what Kuan Yin wants you to become aware of, your process, the way you operate currently. And you might actually come to find, pile number 4, that you are the one who treats yourself the most unkindly of all. And this is going to bring about grief. Which is why I am feeling the death energy here, because you are bringing self-transformation through self-realization of what really is. So what is it that Kuan Yin wishes to highlight for those who have come to view pile number 4, please? We have Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of the Ancient Skies. So this is saying instantly that she's come to help you to advance your emotional understanding and stay true and be in your own power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. So this is you coming into commandership of your own energy as well, because you know who it is that you are and you stand strong in that. So what this is saying is that why she is here, she wants to help to intellectually advance your own self-understanding and the true power of that, which is kind of similar to another pile, so you might have followed through from another Ascended Master. But Lapis Lazuli is your ability to connect to higher realms, higher forces, higher sources, understanding higher vibrations and dimensions, alternate states of consciousness. She's helping you to understand how it is that you can shift your consciousness at the snap of a finger by independently understanding yourself so well that you know you understand yourself better than anyone. So you know how to move into these versions of yourself without letting people know. And what she's advising that you do is that you don't explain yourself to people. You allow your character to shine through you naturally. That's what she's saying here. There's a situation that you guys are in that are making you feel threatened to you stepping into the true potential of yourself, or you feeling threatened to be who it is that you genuinely are. And that I don't know why. But this is what Kuan Yin is here to help you to understand, is having mercy for yourself so that you can take independent action over what it is that you want and want to create. What is this? What is this mouse totem saying, please? We have the King of Cups. Independently taking control of yourself and your current situation so that you can kind of observe how it is that you can express yourself best in your environments, surroundings, and situations. Why is this a highlight for them? Why is this important? We have the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups, because this is what is going to bring you true fulfillment from what it is that your focuses have been on. With the Moon and Cancer being here, you're looking for some form of emotional connection, pile number 4. And I think you guys have left behind a relationship, or learning to leave behind relationships that can't provide the sort of emotional fulfillment you are looking for, the equal reciprocity that you're deserving of. And this is what Kuan Yin is helping you to realize with the Nine of Pentacles, helping you to realize your truest desires of intimacy, what relationships are healthy, what relationships are not, what is going to bring you true happiness with the Sun card being here, what is genuine and what is not. This is putting in perspective of you alignment in relationships and how relationships reflect you and the relationship you share with yourself. Because what you accept outside of you is a reflection of the standard that you hold within yourself, whether you consciously recognize this or not. So Kuan Yin has come to help you to recognize the cycles and patterns of resistance, really. Helping you to recorrect your resistance that grows to manifest outside of you the more you neglect the truth of what is internal to you. And helping you to develop compassion for yourself and nurture for yourself through these processes, with the Ace of Cups being there. This is an advancement in your spirituality and your depth of understanding, because this is helping to reveal to you the true needs of your spirituality, which is your wellness of the psychic mind, or the psyche, the totality that makes you you. We have the Five of Cups being here. So yeah, there's some regrets that you guys still hold on to, or things from the past that are still influential over your present. Kuan Yin comes through to help you to bridge mercy with these experiences and past versions of self, mistakes that have been made or lessons that hadn't been fully consciously recognized. Kuan Yin brings this to the surface and holds a safe place for you to be able to reflect on these things and accept things for what they are, which will help show you the true discipline that has come through the choices that you've made. And she says, the Magician. This is going to help you to rectify what it is that you manifest for yourself. This is going to help you to rectify the vision it is that you hold of yourself and your own self-understandings of your abilities and who it is that you truly are. You know what I'm saying? She's also going to help you to disconnect from labels or roles that are false personas to you, that don't really do much for you. And she's going to help you to embrace the truth of your persona, the truth of your identity, the truth of who it is that you are, and help you to feel safe and comforted in being that in your everyday life. So what is the advice from Kuan Yin for you guys moving forward into the next month? Be free and unapologetically yourself, with the Horse totem being here. Embrace your ability to be yourself, be free. You're very actually spiritually evolved, and I think you know this, and I think you guys are going through a reawakening to deeper understandings of self. Advice moving forward? Yeah. Abundance is going to naturally come to you the more you just move more deeply into your own self-realization cycles, your own self-advancements, and the way you learn from how life is transforming around you. There's nothing to worry about here. You're going to actually attract in a lot of abundance and a lot of freedom for yourself. That is the main highlight here. Freedom from burden, freedom from the past, freedom from definition, and liberation from anything that you feel as though had been boxing you and holding you back. And Kuan Yin really wants to kind of not congratulate you, because that's not what it is. It's more like celebrate your growth. Yeah, so what she's advising as well is that you focus on the positives moving forward with new moon in Sagittarius, which also promotes, oh my god, freedom. We have detoxify. So if you guys have had any addictions, habitual behaviors, patterns of emotions, negative cycles outside of you, these things are going to be moving away from you. And you're going to be seeing the goodness in situations rather than the badness that comes from anything. Everything in this life has good and bad in it, and it depends on where it is that you wish to focus. That determines what it is that you will embrace and recreate and manifest. So yeah, she's helping you to realize your power of choice and thought and your behavioral patterns, the reflections of your virtues and morals, and also your commitment to these things, pile number 4. And this is going to help you to heal yourself so that you can step up and lead in a new way in your life, so that you can create balance and learn to love yourself more. Make the, what's this say? Make time for self-love, yeah. Yeah. So what is it that you can expect? Kuan Yin, what is it that they can expect? We have Princess of Autumn, which is highlighting intelligence, reliability, mischievous or sometimes misconduct, and also cheerfulness. So I think you guys are going to find wonderful opportunities coming towards you, but I also think you're going to have a developed eye for misconduct in areas of life or attitudes, even in your own behaviors from the past. These things are only coming up so that you fully understand, and that you're able to release certain things about yourself that you weren't so pleased with, or emotions and sorts of people that you attract in, you know what I'm saying? So there's also going to be like some form of promotion, a scholarship, or a reintroduction to something where you'll have the chance to learn something exciting. You'll start something more rewarding or uplifting for yourself, because it's more in alignment with your authentic self the more you've realized the truth of who it is that you are. With the cat totem being here, you know what I'm saying? Wearing a crown, because that's what I'm reading. This is an opportunity for you to advance yourself and understand the true sovereignty that is you, that is your royalty, that is everything. And you're learning more about yourself that is helping to kind of open you up to understanding how other people work too. Then we have the 3 of Spring here with the Turtle Totem, which is all about spiritual growth and advancement as well. This talks about you taking time to stop and revive your long-term goals and plans and aims and ambitions. This helps you to ask yourself what is really true to you and why you want these things. This helps you to see more deeply into your motives, your agendas, and helps you to recorrect courses, you know what I'm saying? Which is the main focal point of all of these messages, this realignment during this time, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, a lot of your past accomplishments that had gone unnoticed is going to be resurfacing as well, and you're going to see rewards for all the things it is that you had put really hard work into, pile number 4. These next, like even 5 months is going to be really rewarding for you, and you're going to see an exhaustion of positive feedback and positive outcomes. You're going to attract in much better connections, and you guys might want to be traveling, and I see that being a possibility for you as well. You're going to find answers in different locations is what I just heard. So if you guys have questions, your question is a lot more complex than what it might seem over these next 30 to 60 days. If you can't find the answer straight away, release the question, pile number 4, and you'll find someone come in at a later time, or an experience that will come in and manifest at a later time that will present to you the clear and precise truth that you seek. So don't hold on to things too tightly, and allow yourself to just self-discover, and you'll find life come to you easily. And the more you learn about yourself, the more you'll see good things come in, and I don't know, kind of like reward you is what I just heard. So I hope those messages comes of positive purpose here. I'm so glad that Kuan Yin is working with you guys, because it's such a beautiful energy to be in. She really does just wish to nurture you. She's protecting you from people who might be trying to read you without your permission as well. Anything that you do over these next 3 months while you get closer to yourself is going to be unknown to people outside of you unless you share that information. So everything is quite intentional and in control. Pile number 4, you know what I'm saying. There's nothing for you to worry about. There's nothing that's going to come out of the blue. It's going to be a really good time for you, and really transformative. It's just going to be a time where you need to be nurturing with yourself and patient with your own process, because the more demanding you come to be with yourself, the faster you'll become emotionally drained, and you'll drop into energies that you don't want to be in. So that's going to be your sign and signal that you need time out alone to recharge. When your emotions drop and you become emotionally drained, is when you need to take time away from people, crowds, and focuses and commitments, and clean your slate, which means clean your focus, and just ask yourself of your needs. That is the advice of the turtle totem here. So once again, pile number 4, thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope this has come a positive service to you. And with all that being said, until next time, bye.